Hey y'all, it's Metazenvybz. We're right on time to deliver this message. This is a collective, so please feel free to put the energies as you need. This video is for all signs. Before we get into the read, anybody sending negative energy to the collective, that is rejected. Thank you so much, Archangel Michael, for protecting me as I deliver this message. So, this specific soul that I have been picking up on for quite some time, for at least maybe 6 months, I'm realizing is the soul of John Bonet. She has been trying to tell me what happened to her. I mean, down to the number. Yesterday, I went over to my brother's house and randomly in the small room, he had a Christmas tree up. And I made a peanut butter jelly sandwich for my son for dinner. And some other things were just pointing out to the fact that this spirit is trying to communicate with me and tell me what happened. Family full of stars. Someone is definitely an Aquarius in this situation. This person needs to be arrested here, not only in the physical, but in the spiritual realm. You are still receiving your abundance. So this specific spirit wants their inherited home and all of their money and stuff back. This specific spirit, yeah, ghost whisperer energy right here. So I tried working with this spirit, you all, to help this spirit, but they were so young when they passed. Something here about a fire emergency. Somebody was rushing to a situation. It's like the spirit is trying to tell me what happened. Somebody rushed to call an uncle. Yo, this specific spirit is very malicious. I just look, cold case. Yep. So the spirit is here now. The spirit of John Bonet. And this spirit wants to do a return to sender. Now, if y'all know anything about the spirit realm, the only way you can enter back into the physical realm is through a portal, which is women. We have portals. We are the ones who are able to create bodies and attach a soul to it. It's very intricate work, and we do it effortlessly. This specific soul wants to come through a portal to be reborn. However, they were sacrificed in this way. Somebody's nephew knows a lot more about this than what they've been saying. How the tables have turned. Because what I'm seeing in the spirit, this specific spirit is under judgment because this spirit once this specific person was unalived, John Bonet was unalived, this masculine went into the spirit and pretty much forced this spirit to keep hiding evidence. Now, this may not make sense to other people, but the physical and the spiritual, there is a way for a spirit to be active still in the physical realm. Now, I know you all know a lot about the Egyptian culture. If you all listen to the last name, Ramses is trying to figure out what happened. And that was a ransom note. Like, it was literal. It was very literal. What I'm seeing here is this specific masculine was overtaken by a demonic entity. Okay? It was overtaken by a demonic entity. And because they were overtaken by this demonic entity, somebody had to pass. This specific spirit is highly trained in the spiritual realm and can travel through time. Okay? If y'all know anything about the kings and queens and pharaohs of Egyptian, Ramses was definitely one of them. Okay? What I believe happened is they were all involved in this unaliving. Somebody heard some commotion, ran downstairs, and was trying to stop somebody from doing something. Eight of Cups. And then after all of this went down, somebody emotionally let go of the situation. This specific spirit is under, like, seriously. And I'm trying to figure out if it's John Benet's spirit that's under judgment or if it's this masculine energy. Because the only way he was going to be able to travel through is if he traveled through a masculine energy. Like, I don't know exactly what magic was done to get this person's soul to come through all the way up here. But I also just heard they were using you to get their citizenship. Okay, so I don't know what this has to do with anything, but there's a lot of hidden information here that is going to have to be revealed. This specific spirit has been traveling around in the spirit realm for years. Not only was her death traumatic, which can cause a soul to be trapped in the spirit realm and be susceptible to demonic possession, but this is very, very, very terrible. Your family loves you. Somebody was jealous. Yeah. They were jealous that they weren't able to travel the same way that you were. Somebody was jealous. Okay. Somebody is going to be pulling up very soon. Okay, your spirit team does not play about somebody. This spirit is trying to remind me of a situation that I went through when I was younger. I was assaulted. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I was assaulted when I was working at Kroger. Something here about a townhome. I used to live in a townhome. So this specific spirit has been watching me and watching my past and everything. Okay. There are receipts that can show proof of somebody, like, sabotaging something here. Somebody was involved in sabotaging a cold case. This person is thankful for you helping them sabotage a case. So spiritually, this individual helped someone get away with an unaliving, but they haven't gotten away with it because the evidence points towards someone here. This Aquarius energy. Yeah. Someone here, someone's ex knows about something. If she would do the work, she'd be blessed. So this specific soul needs to be basically exterminated and transferred over into the physical realm. But this specific soul is like trying to hold one specific portal hostage. This is why you have been experiencing so many blockages in your love life, especially if you've been getting downloads specifically from this soul. The reason why you've been having so many setbacks is because this specific soul wants to come through your portal and not through the other portals. They have pretty much gotten so much attention from people over the years that they feel like they should go through the best portal for them. That's what they think. But all portals are open pretty much, and they can't hold anybody else's portal hostage. They can't hold this portal hostage in trying to come through in the spirit realm. Yeah, they can't. They're not allowed to. Somebody had several plans in place to make sure that someone, yeah, someone tried to use your psychic ability, excuse me, to cover up for someone's unaliving. This created a chain reaction, and this person had to pretty much pretend like they didn't do a thing. It's like now now somebody, excuse me, is regretting working with this masculine. They're regretting working with this entity. Mercury retrograde was brought about some truth about a father energy. Someone here may have, the feminine energy may have had hazel contacts, or there's a feminine energy with hazel contacts. They're both watching over in spirit. Yeah. This father knows a lot too. Someone here passed over. Their name may start with a P or a B. They are dealing with demons. Trans, male to female. This is happening in the present time. Someone here is an empath, and the hitman ended up unalived by their magic. So whoever, one of these people was an actual spiritual hitman within the home. Okay. Okay. This spirit is claiming that someone stole their business and someone stole everything that would have made them successful. But like I said, the specific spirit is now under judgment. She may be beloved on the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm, you are not allowed to hold up somebody else's portal. And what I'm saying is portal, because we women, this is how I'm calling it a portal, but we women we have the ability to create a child and attach a soul to the body. It's effortless for us. So this specific soul did research to figure out who would be wealthy, who has enough influence or whatever, so that they would pretty much be able to maintain their fame. That's what they wanted. They wanted fame in the spirit realm and in the physical realm. And like they're trying to literally hold somebody else's portal hostage. If you've had a brain injury, this specific soul, like you're at danger of, like, I don't know, like, because this specific soul, they worked with another soul that is older and knows a lot about the spirit realm. They did some very interesting things here. It made a whole story about an undercover pedophile. Yep. This was a copycat off of what happened to someone else. This King of Swords. This King of Swords, yeah, somebody's saying that somebody's copying off of them. This King of Swords is upset. They don't want to work with someone. They don't want to work with this masculine, this King of Cups. See, this specific spirit, they've been trapped pretty much. They're not allowed to go anywhere. They're not allowed to do anything. Yeah. They're trapped. This feminine energy sees that somebody is trapped. Unalive them right in front of you. Time traveler. The last name is very significant, you all. Okay, like I said, this was a battle between ancient ancestors all over a specific individual, okay? Whoever it is who tried to keep this spiritual person back from solving their crimes or solving spiritual crimes or whatever, this individual is now under judgment. Wanted you to dim your light. Ancient ancestors. This is actually a battle. It's like y'all aren't here to see it, but in the spirit realm, it came out. Yeah. whatever the moon was under that night, whenever this cold case went down, whatever the moon was under, it was a opening from one time to another, allowed a soul to travel through. And this soul, when he came through, this is what he decided to do. That's what he decided to do. He decided to harm someone and create a cold case. I would not recommend working with Ramses, mostly because he don't want you to live and still receive the work. A queen owes and is paying people back now. She realized she may have worked with the wrong person in the spirit realm. $10 million is on the line, or 10 million views or something. Somebody's getting a lot of views. A lot of people are watching. I'm hearing you're going to have to die for this. The unalivers' ancestors are telling on them through tarot, like I said. So this person, this masculine energy here, their ancestors are telling on them. Someone here may be Muslim. A God is protecting you. You're going to be getting paid. Someone is aging backwards. Something here about a party. Somebody went to a party or was blocked from going to a party. His TF is chasing honor. Took things too far. Pretty much. Somebody was mad that somebody took something from them. Somebody was mad, angry, jealous. Somebody was mad that somebody just, one person was mad here because you decided to live through everything while they tried to skip through. They tried to skip and get to a specific ending. That's what they were trying to do. But you were patient and you lived through everything. An ex is playing mind games, okay? They're using people. They're using people. All right, yes. An inheritance has been restored here. They said that you were lying. They said that your premonitions were wrong, but they were all just jealous, okay? Like I said, this is a competition between gods and goddesses to see who still has the most influence. This masculine energy, he wants love and attention. They were looking for someone in the spirit who knew what they went through and would be willing and caring enough to take care of them despite what they did. Someone is speaking to you from the grave. So whoever it is that I'm referring to, they passed maybe after the whole, and maybe after John Bonet passed. All right, King Tut could be here. Someone claims they have a doctor's appointment. Someone may have high cheekbones. This soul is not being allowed through. Nobody likes them. In the spirit realm, they're being pretty much locked into the spirit realm. Nobody is allowing this portal, this specific spirit to come through their portal. Yeah. They're not allowing this spirit through. The sister is the one that you need to be working with. Spirit, you need to be working with the sister and not with the brother. So many excuses. This masculine is a serial killer and has been doing this for a very long time here in spirit. Unaliving people, creating cold cases, and yeah. There's some blockages that are being removed. There's someone here who seems delusional about a marriage. Something here about the 60s and the 70s as well. Yeah, they came up with this whole story. Yeah, something here about a brain injury. Someone definitely had a brain injury. Someone wore snapbacks. So it's almost like this spirit is threatening to harm someone here in the family, but it's like they're realizing that they can't harm anyone. They're not able to use that excuse anymore. This specific spirit, they're not able to use this excuse like, you saw what I did and nobody knew it was me for years. Da 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 da. That person is being set up. Excuse me. Someone may have blue eyes. This person is claiming that they're being set up, but they're not. Yeah, this child has blue eyes. Yeah. She calls herself taking money from you for your work. There's videos that were leaked concerning this case and this karmic masculine that overtook somebody else's body and did some type of cold case, committed some type of real heinous thing here. It was never okay in the past. He wanted to swap. Somebody wants your destiny, but they're not going to be able to have it. Yeah. It's like the spirit, every 5 seconds, they're trying to figure out how they can get what they want. Man, if attention could be a demon, this specific person is definitely like, if this is a new demon, man. Alright, something here about your life is about to improve drastically. Yep. Anyways, y'all. They lost their children. These parents. Alright, anyways, y'all, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated with you, and I'll be back.